Hey guys, Zoroarrkk here, and today I'm bringing guys another video, and we are back on some CSGO. So I did say, I did do a CSGO funny moments, clutches, whatever you want to call it, episode on Wednesday, sorry. And today I'm going to be doing another video for CS, and this is actually going to be using the Overwatch feature. Now I've been trying to get the Overwatch feature for a while. I finally got it today. So we're going to be doing two Overwatches, see what happens, whether we get we think we've got hackers or not. Now, I am one person that will always call people hackers. That's just the person I am. So I'm going to try and be as hard as I can to say, right, well, this could just be a smurf. This could just be lucky. So I might let people off, so to speak, that might actually be hackers and vice versa, but I'm going to try my best. So let's jump straight into this. I have no idea how long this takes to download. Doesn't look like it's too long. This is my first. It's going to be interesting. I have no idea how the settings are going to be like or anything, but I'm pretty happy to be finally getting it. You know, I've always wanted it. I don't know why. I've just always wanted it. You never know. I might get someone in here that I've reported a couple of times. Right. Let's review this on Dust 2. So it is Dust 2. We've got a guy with a scout. It's round 13. He's got 7 kills, 10 deaths. You're just looking down mid. This looks like maybe a silver game. His aim doesn't look too good, and yeah, it didn't look like a hack at all there. Someone's invited me to play. That didn't look fishy at all. So he's not doing very well. 8 and 11. If we look at the scoreboard, he's pretty low. He's got 107 ping. He's watching. I'm surprised that he's, you know, using a scout. I mean, this is why I think it's a low-level game. One, because the aim isn't good and the way that they're playing isn't very good. But also, that could be a little fishy. I mean, no one's anywhere near. They are on bomb, so maybe he's, you know, being a bit smart because the bomb was dropped there, so maybe he was already going to be looking there. But the fact that he like hovered and waited for a second was pretty interesting. And okay, that looks. I haven't got. I'm going to get my headset all the way up to try and see if I can hear, because maybe he heard. Oh, yeah, he hasn't heard him. I think we might have a cheater on our first Overwatch, boys. That was very, very fishy. I mean, the second guy maybe he heard. The first guy you could say predicted, even though it does look like a lower game. But that third one, he waited there for a long, long while. Obviously at this moment he's going to know where the enemy is due to the call out from his teammate who just died. You should be able to hear him. Actually misses the 2 shots. He wins the round. I mean, those 2 kills were quite fishy. I'm leaning towards Vision here. I'm leaning towards Wallen. He's bought Scout again. I know he didn't die. I don't know what I'm saying. He pre-fired that. I mean, maybe a timing, but I very highly doubt that. The fact he's pre-firing a lot of those shots and he backs away because he knows there's 3 of them. Well, 2 now because he killed them. I wish you could see other people's perspective so you can like really see like whether anyone's called him out or anything. So they're both coming up short now. Canary Sin 1. He gets killed. Okay, so we're now on pistol round on CT. Like I said, I'm very suspicious of him. I didn't even realize he's got 100% headshot rate as well. That was a pre-fire. That was 100% a pre-fire there. I would say I'll slow that down, but knowing me, I'll forget to do it. Maybe here he's typing something. You don't have a chat or anything like that, so maybe he's typing something or whatnot. They've got bombs, so they've got no reason to push. He knows where the enemy is now because of the teammate. You know, he almost like tracked him through the wall there. I mean, that could just be a very good play. Obviously, teammate could call he was on the left, but that did look like he was almost tracking him a bit. He's back with the scout. This will be interesting. Okay, that's normal reactions. I do that quite often, more with the AWP. That looked like a little tiny, maybe a bit of a pre-fire. And he just watched that guy through the wall. There is a guy on shore, so possibly heard it. But from what I've seen, I highly doubt that. He's definitely not a smurf, purely because of that one round. I mean, the first kill you could say was smurf-like, you know. The bomb's down, they're going to be watching the bomb. But then the second and third kill, you know, switching to the scout at the right time and then just waiting around the door just doesn't look legitimate. So it's going to be interesting. Look, he randomly moves here. Yeah. He just randomly moves, like... And now he's got a bot as well. Someone else has invited me to a game. And of course he picks up his scout. What is it with this? Does his hacks only work with a scout or something, or? I mean, they've got the bomb mid, so I very highly doubt there's a reason for him to be here, and certainly not to move his crosshair right there. He moved that crosshair perfectly, knowing the guy was slow peeking. If you saw at the bottom there, he just moved it a tiny bit to the bottom right, so he'd get the perfect headshot. Some guy needs to fix their connection. That just went past. I think he just tried to shoot through the boxes in suicide. He's got another bot. Also has the scout, obviously, from the previous round. He doesn't seem fussed about his teammates. He just seems to know that them both are up there. You know, that guy's been there for like the last 20 seconds. He killed his teammate. But he was so intent on getting these two people up top mid when his teammate was there with the better positioning. I mean, you can clearly see the terrorist is running there, so Canary will be able to hear him here and wins the gunfight. I think this might be the last round of the Overwatch. I think this one might be the last round, I'm not too sure. Again with the scout. It's really interesting because he doesn't have any economy whatsoever. Like, he just dies, buys a scout and a deagle. That was a pre-fire. That was a pretty obvious pre-fire. You know, once, then good play. Twice, you're getting lucky. 3 times, that is suspicious. And that is why he was probably reported in the first place. Okay, that was a nice flick, but yeah, he knew. He like started aiming, flicked, and then obviously when he went back, went for deagle, and he just perfectly aimed it through the wall. He's shooting the Molotov towards him for whatever reason, and there we go. So from that, I definitely think there was vision. I don't think there was aim, no external, no bunny hops, and no griefing. you know, once, then good play. Jumping in with our second Overwatch here, we're back on Dust 2 once more. When I get better at these episodes and stuff, I'll actually try and get a non-Dust 2 game. But this guy has an AWP, it's round 22, he's got 5 kills, 5 assists, and he had 12 and 12, so he's actually completely even at 17-17 with a 40% headshot rate on the second half and 25 on the first one. Okay, possibly a bit of vision maybe. Otherwise just lucky looking in. Definitely fishy that. He knew the guy obviously was around, but he shouldn't have known he was in that corner. It's now 2v1. Last time he's on A bomb. Looks like he's going CT. Or he might be short actually. Nope, he's CT. Guy decides to look short randomly. He's holding a close angle. You probably should. One of the guys is left. I don't know. That was an unlucky bit of timing. I have no idea where the... Okay. So you know he's there now. And he actually misses. They do know he was there. Because his teammate... Okay, a bit of griefing going on. He seems to be lagging a bit. I know my FPS is dropping a bit, but he is lagging at 120 FPS. Let's keep watching. Is this going to be 2 hackers for 2? He doesn't look away from the flash. Common place to pre-fire. Actually loses again. So if he's cheating, he's not doing well. His friend Zebra still has a auto, keeps using the auto. He's 45 and 12. So I think they might have reported the wrong guy, because he's 46 and 13 and this guy's 21 and 19. So maybe this guy got reported for having a cheater as a friend. He can hear him. You definitely could hear him, because I heard him there, and they win that round. So he's got an MP7 again. I don't think this guy's cheating. I think his friend is, definitely, or smurfing. I think this guy is just tagging along. I mean, he did have one little thing at the start where he zoomed in on lower tunnels. Okay, that looked a bit suspicious. Maybe he heard him, I'm not too sure. I was speaking at the time and my hearing is really bad when I'm speaking. But possibly. Very, very possible. He's actually with an AK this time because he picked it up from an enemy. Team is not looking good on the terror side with a Negev, Deagle, Tet 9, MP7 and a Scout. But they still got it to a 3v3. I mean, even then, you got a shotgun for Violet here, but he's getting it done. He obviously knows he's there because he's with a duel with Violet. That was, I don't know whether that was GoTV, but there was a weird flick there. He was looking towards T-Sport, looking towards thingy, doors, and then flicked to... Yeah, okay, so he's perfectly naded, perfectly mollied. There's no reason, and he's still looking like... Now obviously he knows because there's a smoke there. And even then he kills him through the smoke. Maybe I was wrong. I mean, in a 1v1 situation, he could be absolutely anywhere. That bomb is planted for tunnels. He actually loses the round. Well! Ooh, Mr. Suspect. Couldn't clutch up in time, but I don't understand why he threw a nade and a molly and still looked there. you know, obviously the enemy was there, but the whole point of this is he cheating to know? And that again looked very, very fishy. The fact he pre-fired that box. Again, they lost the round as well. So he's not doing quite well. He does a typical rush, that's no issue. He gets bomb, gets the second guy. No idea why the second guy didn't look towards lower tunnel. No idea why his team is not even... Well, he's got a teammate with him. He's, you know, just looking around. I don't think there's anything too dodgy about this. The last guy's on A-bomb. Going CT now. I'm getting a message to play once more. That's what the third person in this video. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Wolves. I mean, the fact that his teammate is 50 and 16 maybe indicates a smurf or a hacker, and this guy's just tagging along. But this guy suddenly went from being quite mediocre to pre-firing everything. You know, where the enemies are. You know, he's not pre-firing any other corner. He's not checking off the corners. Like, that B bomb just looked very, very interesting. I mean, maybe he got a call. I don't know why he would have got a call, bearing in mind... Okay. They let the guy plant, because obviously he was top mid. But maybe he got a call. You got Zebra getting one more, and that's the game. So I think from the fact that that B failed clutch, and then the 2 bits in under tunnel, it did look a bit like he had some vision assist, but other than that he didn't have anything else. He did have one part of griefing, but I think that might have been an accidental shot, so I'm just going to call that insufficient as well. And that is going to be the episode. So if you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below and subscribe to new content. Let me know if you want more of these Overwatch videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.